Hi guys, let's talk about something about men and marriage and what they think of marriage and how they behaved and how they continue to behave even though they're married as if somebody forced them to get married. I want to show you my nails first. Can you see? I don't know if you can see them. See them? I just put these on, and these are called Retro Jungle, and they are by the company called Nail Log. And I'm OCD, so I don't like, at first it was weird for me. Can you see them? At first it was weird for me to put different colors on, and it's not one solid color, it's different ones on each hand. That's so not me. A little bit OCD there, just a little bit. And so I was like, I don't know if I could do that. And I was like, you know what? You gotta live a little, and if you stay in the bubble that you've always been in, you're never gonna grow, right? So you gotta try something different. So this is called, the name of this video, this is on YouTubers. The name of the video is, Why Do Men Get Married If They Don't Like Their Families? Good question. So we're gonna get to the comments. Let me see. Okay. Okay, okay. All right, ready? Here are the comments underneath that particular video. I've met men who were married that told me they were only staying for the benefits of marriage and to avoid child support. Women shouldn't go into these marriages expecting love, but view it as transactional. Just goes to show how women have been sold a fantasy about marriage, the white picket fence, and 2.5 kids. This also explains all the married men that approach me. My dad was on the road a lot as a college track coach. He hated being away from us so much, he started bringing my mom and my brother and me with him. I'm sorry for the kids who grow up in these households where it's clear their father didn't enjoy being home. It makes such an impact. Thank God her father wasn't like that. So one of the girls in the video said, she said the man can marry you and still be in love with someone else. Facts. So let me correct that. A lot of these men, and women are too, a lot of these men are narcissistic. So they don't love the side piece. Although, a lot of times they treat the side piece better than they treat their own wife. Probably because she's newer, she's fresher, he's getting a new caress to his ego. She will eventually be old news too. But before he loses interest, she won't be. She'll be the new fresh whatever. Marriage is also beneficial to men as a status thing. It opens up doors for them at work, in society, etc. because of the notoriety marriage brings or gives. I don't know why men bother getting married if they're just going to cheat. Hello. A guy marrying you apparently doesn't even mean anything to men. Men make me sad. Most married men treat their sides better than their wives, and I told you that. Like I said, she's fresh, she's brand new, she's feeding his ego. You know, the grass is greener, the birds are chirping better, and the sun is brighter. Until he loses interest in her and the clock is always ticking, and then he'll have to get a new supply and another new supply and another new supply. This is why I never got married. I didn't know much about marriage, but as I suffer from chronic depression, I figured that I couldn't deal with the stress and pain men bring. One thing I never believed was this thing that a man can take care of a woman. Men have no feelings. Y'all think, I don't know what y'all think, if I'm just making this shit up. When I say that I've never met a man that loved me, I never met a man who would break his neck for me, I am dead serious. These women are saying basically the same thing. Now, are women any better? Hell no. People suck, period. But I told y'all before that men can detach so easily, and narcissistic women can do the same. Women who are capable of love don't do that. They love and love and love and get crapped on by men who can't love. Anyway, so they could love you. You're kind of like an extension cord. They could be with you for 20 years and not care one iota about you and just pull the plug because he met somebody else. And I told you that I think they mentioned it in a documentary, that there were men who were married for 20 years or more and they left their wives to be with widows of 9/11. Again, you are an extension cord. Pull the plug and there's nothing there anymore. The years that you all have means nothing. The kids that you have means nothing. All the experiences you had means absolutely nothing to someone who sees somebody else and got his eyeballs on them. Let's see. Someone said one way to put a stop to this is to not date men who weren't raised good by their fathers. They become psychopaths just like their father. Don't reward men who abandon their family by extending his genealogy. When men start getting punished, they will learn to do right. Not necessarily. If they're mentally ill, they're mentally ill. If they're narcissistic, they're narcissistic. Nothing is going to change that unless they take their asses to therapy, and chances are they're not going to. So they can either date each other or stay single. When women get tired of it, they're going to stay single. At this point, I can't understand why women continue to insist on getting married at all, let alone try to show it off as a flex to unmarried women. Yeah, I'm so jealous because you got hitched to the first emotionally stunted, unhealed man-child who threw a ring at you, trapped you with a baby. It especially breaks my heart to see black women still falling for this shit because a lot of black women are so enamored with just being picked or promoting black love, they really don't consider the full weight of what they're signing up for. Men very much, this is the same comment, men very much have more advantages to being married with kids than women do, even if they don't actually want a wife and kids. They like the clout that comes with it from society and their peers. He can come off as looking like a loving family man who has his shit together when he's really anything but. I really think that if women are just going to keep insisting on being wifed up, that they at least look at it realistically and not as some Hallmark movie of the weak fantasy. The patriarchy already tells men that the world and everyone and everything in it belongs to them. Why do we keep feeding into that narrative? So this one, I'm going to try to shorten this one, go through the main. I went to high school with a girl who got married to a dude in his early 30s. She was 17. Straight out of high school. They had their graduation ceremony, and then she got married by August or September. She was all giddy to be married. As soon as he knocked her up, before the year was out, he stopped staying home. Let me say something about that, too. A lot of men that are way older get women that are way, way, way younger because they're easy to manipulate. They do not have the experience that older women have. Therefore, he can mold her, shape her, have her so in love with him that she can't see nothing. She can't see straight. She got stars and hearts in her eyes. So she's perfect to take advantage of. He always had to work late or travel for work. We lived in a semi-small town where most people's business is common knowledge. He was always out and about with other women, and he wouldn't go home because as far as his then underage bride was concerned, he was out of town on business. I'm sure he was, jumping up and down on somebody. She had a couple more kids down the line before he divorced her. Took up all her youth while she stayed home and performed wife, getting knocked up back to back. So if he treats you like crap with the first kid, why do you keep having more? I'm just curious. Each child's not going to bring better behavior. So if that's what you're thinking, I'm telling you right now, that doesn't work. The thing I notice with older couples is that when the man retires, all of a sudden he wants to constantly be with his wife. The wife gets pissed because she's used to doing things on her own. My parents had their own interests. My dad went golfing and my mom mostly read books. She did go out and do her own thing as well. She took a ceramics class, would go to Broadway shows, and would do whatever she wanted. All right, let me see what this one says. It doesn't want to... Nope, that's not what I want. Okay. Being single is a blessing. No drama, no stress. Say again and again. I am mid-40s, happily single. Own my own house, own job. My spa days, my vacay days, my peace in my space. No dusty dude in my house. I have no kids, but kids are a blessing. As soon as you understand your worth as a woman first. Being single is neutral. Good men exist, and I will not lock him out because of paranoia, but will be open for a relationship when it happens instead of chasing it like a fool. You do not need a relationship, but you definitely need self-love and respect. Before accepting anyone in your life, stay safe. I mean, and you look at it from this perspective. Let me clear this out because this is a mess right here. Let's get that all clear out because there's just too many notifications on there and it's just a jarbled mess. Another thing too, men do well in war. Men do well in war because they don't get hyper emotional about it. They can just turn their feelings off, or I don't know. See, the thing of it is, I don't know if they lack emotions or they can shut them off like that. Obviously, not all men are the same. Some men are more emotional than women. But when it comes to relationships, they're high for you until they get you. Let's see, what's her called? Spiritual Whistleblower is on YouTube. And she said most men are narcissists. Well, if that is true, and God knows I've seen a lot of them, but I've also seen women narcs too. My friend's daughter who jacked me on a car, knowing that she's got 3 cars and 2 houses. Screw that you don't have a car. That sucks to be you. I got 3 cars, bitch. That's how she feels about me. And I've never done nothing to her. Anyway, so women can be snakes too. Cutthroat, not bat an eye and screw you over so good. But men, I don't know if they just lack emotions, period, or they lack... A lot of them are narcissists. Let's just keep it real. A lot of them are narcissistic. And part of that is hereditary. It runs in families. And that's another thing. I really don't like, this is going to sound like a weird comment, but I don't like when people just decide to be parents. Did you ever think that you would be a good parent? Are you mentally stable enough to raise children? Have you ever gone to therapy? Because if it's hereditary and you got issues too, why would you want to pass that on to somebody else just because you want to be a parent? That's not fair to the child. That's not fair to the kid. But people will have kids all the time thinking that they have a right to do so. And chances are they haven't done any self-reflection. They just gonna do it because that's what they want to do. That don't make any sense to me because you're impacting someone else's life. But if you are sick and you're mentally off and you're a narcissist, you don't care how it impacts your children because you could be having them for your own selfish reasons too. But yeah, they don't really, there we go. Men don't really connect to women at all. They will marry them. They will have long-term relationships with them. They will plan romantic, engagements and all that. And they are never connected to you. They are never ever connected to you with their heart. They can connect with their body. Oh, baby, they can pull their pants down in a heartbeat. But they cannot connect to you on a heart level. I don't know why. And I told you this before. Jenny Apple. She has her own channel. Her husband, and her children are featured on there. Her husband is rare, rare, rare. She has cancer. She has terminal cancer. And baby, he's by her freaking side. He plans surprises for her when she don't feel well. He is by her side all the time. She'll be laying down and he'll massage her feet. I don't know where the hell she found Kyle, but he must have been in a museum somewhere and they kept him locked up until he found her. Because that's not, most men are not like Kyle. You got cancer? This isn't what I signed up for. Bye. Or he'll behave so horribly that you have to get rid of him. I didn't sign up for no cancer. Man, fuck this shit. They run away. They are a loving couple. They actually love the hell out of each other. So if you ever want to watch it, it's called Jenny Apple. I forget their last name, Appleton or Apple. I forget their last name, but part of their last name is Apple. So it's Jenny Apple. And she's dying of cancer. She's doing all these different treatments to try to have more quality time with her family. And her husband is by her side every step of the way. And I could tell the difference between you doing all that shit for the camera and that's how you really are. That's how they really are. They look at each other. They care about what each other says. There's no verbally stepping over the other person. There's no, when the other person's talking, the one is going, mm-hmm. There's none of that. There's none of that. They interact with each other all the time. They have 2 little kids. Oh, I forget. Millie? Oh, I forget their kids' names. They got a boy and a girl. I forget their names. But anyway, I'm lucky to remember my name half the time. The most loving couple you will ever see. And I have to be honest with you, sometimes it's hard for me to watch their videos because I know she's dying. And I know when she dies, I'm going to probably cry. There won't be any two ways around it. I'll probably bawl my eyes out because she's so sweet and so sweet-natured, and he cares about her all the time. They have great eye contact. They connect on a mind, body, heart, and soul level. You will not find too many couples like that anymore. You won't. You won't. I don't know where the hell Kyle came from, but he needs to clone himself. I'll take me a Kyle. Okay? They don't make them like that no more. She lucked out when she got him. Is it sad that she's dying? Most definitely, because they are the epitome of what love is supposed to look like. She has his opinion, and she listens. He wants her say so, and he listens. You know, how does she feel about different things? How do you feel about me going through this clinical trial? Because she's got brain cancer and she's got lung cancer. It's hard for me to watch their videos, and it's hard watching her go from good, bad, good, bad, 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 good. Because sometimes she feels well and other times she feels terrible. But if you ever want to know what a loving, non-narcissistic couple looks like, please watch one of their videos or 2 of them or subscribe or whatever, because they are in love and you could see it. You could see it. Most guys would dismiss her, dump her, divorce her, fight your cancer on your own. I ain't got time for that shit. And I'm here to tell you something else too. And I won't ever forget this. There's a nurse on, she's a hospice nurse. She was on YouTube. Baby, this is what she said. When wives get terminal, the husbands put them in a nursing home, or they put them in a nursing home. You're terminally ill? Get the hell out of here. I'm not dealing with that. Husbands will put them in a goddamn nursing home quick, fast, and in a hurry. However, when the man gets terminal, the husband gets terminal, wives take care of him. This is coming from a medical professional. She's a hospice nurse. I could not believe what I was hearing. It doesn't surprise me, though. That's sad. But when you have a lot of dead people walking around, a lot of dead, mentally ill people walking around, what did you expect? Kyle's not like that. He's not like that. He is with her every step of the way. He planned a surprise for her because she was, going through a depressed mode, and she was really upset about being terminal and no longer seeing her kids. And she said, if you guys, I'm talking about us viewers, if you guys have any suggestions about what to do for my kids when I'm gone. See, I'm crying now. That's why sometimes I can't watch their videos, because I'm like, oh God, I can't handle this. I said, make videos for your children for as they grow up and they go through these milestones in their lives. So, they graduate high school and they go to school to learn a trade, and they go to the school, they learn a trade, they get a good job. Congratulations on your new job. Congratulations on your new your wedding. Winnie must be the daughter's name. Winnie, congratulations on getting married. Congratulations on your first baby. So she's going to make videos for her kids for when she's gone. I don't even know her, and it breaks my heart. It freaking breaks my heart. She's such a good person. And if I was living where they live, I would take care of her kids every day. Her and Kyle had to go out of, God, that breaks my heart. They had to go out of town for her to get treatment. And her family is wonderful. They made a huge meal for them when they had to go away. And oh my God. Her family is wonderful. Her best friends are wonderful. I wish to God I could know them personally, and I wish to God I lived near them. I'd watch the kids all the time. I wouldn't care. I want you all to have as much time with each other that you can have. This is why I can't watch sometimes I can't watch the videos, because it breaks my heart. It just breaks my heart. When you see good people and you see them suffer, it breaks your heart because they're so rare. They're so rare. But if you ever get a chance and you're not, you don't get emotional like I do, watch one of their videos, or like I said, a couple. He surprised her with a vacation because she was so depressed, and her hair was thinning out, so she shaved her hair, and he planned a getaway for her, a vacation for her. Just the two of them. And like I said, they've got lots of family and friends who take care of the kids when they're gone and stuff like that. And it was like, I forget where it was. It was an amusement park. And their hotel room, you could actually look out the window and see the rides and see the people on the rides and stuff like that. He just planned a getaway for her because she was stressed about, everything. She's had a procedure called thoracentesis, where they go in there and they take all the fluid off the lungs, and she's had to have that multiple times, and it's extremely excruciatingly painful for her. It kills me to watch her suffer because she's such a good person. My heart connects with her heart. My heart connects with their family, and I don't even like people. I don't, but I adore them. I absolutely adore them. And if more people would be like them and love with their whole being love each other, we wouldn't have divorce. Man, divorce attorneys would go out of business. They'd be pissed off. They'd be like, well, damn, isn't anybody breaking up? No, they're not. I'm not kidding. If more people were like them and had mutual love and respect, and I don't mean love as in it's a loaf of bread and 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, I'm sick and tired of looking at your face. That's not real love. But if more people were like them, I'm not kidding, divorce attorneys would be out of business. They would. Anyway, you guys take care. Tell me what you think in the comments. And if women can be narcissists too. Women can use men for marriage and babies, and then once they get their babies, they want the husband to go jump in a freaking ocean surrounded by sharks. I mean, women are brutal as hell too. But yeah, men can just detach. But it's a narcissistic thing, and it's a mentally unhealthy thing, and it's just sick. Women are catching a clue that men really don't want to be bothered with you. They'll get married to you and give you a shut up ring because you keep bugging me about getting married, but I really don't want to marry your ass. I don't even want to look at you, much less marry. See what I mean? So anyway, if men want to contribute, comments to this, you going through it with your wife, let's talk about it. Much love, you guys. Take care. Bye.